visit some brother out on my call. This is the moment you're meant to know.
Hello, my sunflowers. How are you? How are you? Well, I really wanted to discuss something, and that is Monique is coming back to Potomac. Now, I wanted to talk about it a little earlier, but it was over the weekend and we was in, we still in now spring fever. The weather's getting warmer and, we really try to put out like 2 videos a day, but we're barely making one. So bear with us as we go through summer break. It's there, but it'll be slim pickings. What about that?
Yes,
is that all right? Is that all right? But we'll always keep you up with what's going on. So nevertheless, let's talk about it. So Monique is coming back. This is what I thought. Monique said she was not coming back to Potomac.
Okay.
And I want to know what is going to go on with her and Gazelle.
Okay.
Because I don't want it to come back and they still beefing.
What was the beef between Gazelle and Monique?
It was about Gazelle's husband, which really doesn't have anything, not her husband, but her boyfriend, the pastor, Brian. And I don't feel like it had anything to do with her, but Monique went real hard on her. And however, I like Gazelle because she didn't feed into it. And it takes a lot not to feed in. So she let her talk. She didn't feed into it at all. But you could tell that she was clearly hurt by it. But nevertheless, you talking about a man, you ain't talking about me, and that's supposed to turn me down. I don't know. But I don't understand why she's coming back. I know why. Money.
That's always
money. And in return, remember I had said that her marriage was going to get a divorce?
Yes, you did say that.
Way before it happened? Well, I would like to know, why is Monique coming back? Why is she coming back? I got to run cards real fast. I'm sorry, just a couple. Please. I don't need a lot. I'll just run 3 cards. Because I want to know why she come back. I truly believe it's a money thing. Why are you coming back when you said you will not be back? You didn't need it. She was thumbing her nose up. She was pretty much saying, what they pay me, my husband makes way more than that. It could have been true, but her and Gazelle used to call her husband Big Boy. And they didn't like it because he was a football player, I believe.
Okay.
And but anyway, they're not together. But they will argue. I didn't see them, but not even argue. They just didn't. They probably was. She probably was with them for the money, or the life, or the prestige.
That could be it.
And then I guess after she got over it, having kids and everything, she was like, "This is not." Sometimes you get into something and you say the money or the prestige wasn't even worth it. I'm not saying that's what it was, but that's what
it happens.
They were just not compatible like that to me. So let's see. What are the cards are going to reveal? Why is Monique coming back? Money, of course, to get her foot back in the door. Okay,
of course, money.
Right there, finances, how she's been toiling and working at something. What's that word? Being patient, waiting for the opportunity. I don't know if it's been 4 or 5 years Monique been gone, but she's been gone for a substantial amount of time. Okay. And yet she's coming back to a show that she said she'll never come back, and which she really put out there she'll never need. Like she don't even need the show. But I see here the Pentacles of 7, which deals with monetary things. Here it shows me that she's working on something or anticipating something. And this is just her way of getting her face in the door. I don't know if she's here to stay, but it just seems to me like she's being patient. Like this is just an avenue I gotta go through to get to where I want to be.
Yeah.
It just seems to me like I'm getting the impression like she's ready to rise up and do something again. But she need her face out there.
Okay.
And this is what I'm picking up. I'm picking up a lot from this 7, as a matter of fact. I'm picking up that, also that she done made some mistakes along the way in her career move. And now that she's single out here roughing it, getting older and everything, I think she really wants to be consistent at something. And because she's not consistent, I think she needs to feel consistent at something. In her past, I think that she has worked hard. She's worked hard. She's done a lot. But I'm getting the impression like I don't really have nothing to show for it. Like, I'm not talking about a place to live and a car to drive. And like, I'm really feeling like this is something mental. This is something mental she needs to do, because I find it very difficult to believe that this fire sign, I think she's a Sagittarius, this fire sign is willing to eat her words and come back to a show in which that she said she hated, not hated, but she alluded to that never. So like other
Monique
people.
Samules?
Yes.
She's actually a Libra.
Oh, she's a Libra. Okay. So she's a Libra. So she's an air sign. So we see earth, something more grounded, and we see air, but we also see this energy of a Sagittarius. That's why I put it there. I see Sagittarius, I see Aries, I see Libra.
Leo.
I mean, not Leo. I see fire. She's got fire in her. Fire. She wants to do something. Something didn't work out the way she wanted. It's like she wants to fix something or redo something and put her face out there again. I don't know. Maybe she wants to show she's a new person. I don't know. I'm just picking up something from her. Yes.
More fire.
More fire. So this is something she wants to be on top. Like she really feels a need to be a queen on top again. This is just the way of her getting in. She may not stay, but this is just her busting in the door, getting her face out there, waking up her clientele, the people that loved her in the past. That's what I see, baby Crone. What do you see?
Yeah,
because I definitely see this 9 of fire, definitely like a psychic, something mental that she has to do. And I definitely see this financial or this something she has to do, but it takes patience. What are you picking, baby Crone?
That definitely, this is for her career move, because
yes, it seemed like very much. Yes,
because I like how you said that she needs to get her face back out there to the fans. And what is the most easiest way to do that? Create news and articles by saying, "Hey, I'm gonna return back to Potomac," and now everyone has their eyes on the
on wanting her, and especially that Karen is not going to be there. And I don't know, like I said, I'm a show watcher. We both are.
Yes.
So I remember when her and Gazelle had that beef, and I don't know. I don't want it to come back to that.
That's true.
Give me an oracle card. I don't know. What do you think, baby Crone?
Yeah.
This is definitely a career move, though.
Yeah, I hope
This
she
is
does
a
come
career
back
move.
with a different attitude.
Yes. And I hope that wherever she is or whatever, that her and Gazelle can make peace enough, because Gazelle to me doesn't seem like she's very forgiving like this. In other words, I'll work with you, do whatever, but you and me, I'll never, because of the things you said to hurt me. But I'll work with you. In other words, I'll do my part. I'm a team player. But I could be wrong, but I am picking up that she feels more like, I won't ever forget what you said to me. And like Gazelle was feeling that, but I can move on. I can work with you, but you and me would never, I could never ever, like that kind of feeling. Because I'm trying to figure out why would, what's her name I'm talking about?
Monique.
Why would Monique want to come back? to a place where you didn't want to come. So, I'm anticipating the storyline. I don't know what it's going to be like. And then she got into an argument with her and Candace. They got into a fight, I believe. So none of this was good. Yeah. And so Monique quit. And
honestly, that just shows you how, as we keep saying in all these Bravo reality TV recaps we talk about, Bravo is just desperate at this point, bringing back anybody and
anybody from the past. And I'm not saying that I don't want Monique to come back. I'm not saying that at all. I'm not saying that at all.
Mm-hmm.
But what I am saying is it's kind of curious.
It is.
When you just made it clear that she will not be back, you scoffed at their path. And I'm not saying that's good or bad, but I'm just saying, like, this is, and then you're going to read that oracle, but I just need to put another card down. So I really need to put another card down here. And so now I'm just seeing, like, I'm seeing fire.
Yeah.
I'm seeing cups, which is emotion. And I'm seeing earth, which is physical, material things, emotions. I do see a lot of emotion.
Okay.
It just seems to me there's some hurt and there is something in her past that she wants to fix for today. Like she's coming back for the show for a reason. She may not tell us what it is, but she's definitely back to come back for a reason. And the reign as that queen, that reader, that maybe she wants to show she changed, but I can't see too much of that with fire. But if I had to pick a block card.
Well, fire can...
Yeah, she's mysterious.
Fire's like energy, and you can transmute and reform energy and repurpose
That is true. That is true. But it also came with water.
That's true.
So it came with the high priestess, more water. So that came to drown out anything that the fire, so the fire can't touch the earth.
I like that.
Because fire has to have a landing, which is earth. And with the water is going to keep the fire from scorching up the earth.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
So there is a protection. And like I said, with this psychic wound, I don't know, maybe she came to fix it. Maybe she came to exacerbate it. I don't know. But in my mind, it's saying she's coming back as queen, though.
I could see that. And maybe the high priestess could be, like you said, maybe it's something that she's doing for herself.
Yeah, that's something for herself. Yes, definitely. There's some deep motives about why she's coming back. She's just not coming back because, she's coming back out of necessity, out of something she needs.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's the money, but it's more, it's like, I need my face out. That's what I'm picking. What was your final card? What was it?
A spiritual beast of burden. Oh, is right. It says it's a metaphor to an aspect of oneself, a negative force that acts like a heavy weight, carrying an emotional burden of receptive, draining thoughts.
I hope you could see this.
That hinders personal growth.
Didn't I say it?
Mm-hmm.
It's something here. That's why I'm stagnant on it. It's like, it's something here. This is something deep. This is something she has to do, something she has to prove, something she has to fix. But because of the high priestess, it's not revealed.
Mm-hmm.
It's not revealed, but it's fiery all at the same time. I think it's for money. This is a money move. But she has to be patient and strategic and do what she got to do to get her name out there again.
Yeah.
This is like a move. I'm not saying she won't stay around. I'm not saying anything of the sort. But I am saying this is definitely a strategic move. And it's something, I don't know what it is. But she's been carrying it around like it's been a burden.
Yes.
And she's ready to release it. So she's outing herself before the world. To me, this is like a humiliating to come back to the show that you said you would not. Mm-hmm. So, and the way that you left. So this is, and maybe because Candace is not there.
Candace and Karen. I mean, now that you mentioned it.
I don't think she had a problem with Karen as much as she did with Candace, because her and Candace was the one that had to fight.
True, but now that Karen's gone, they needed somebody to fill her spot.
Well, first of all, second of all,
okay.
I don't think that anybody can fill Karen's spot, nor do I think it needs to be filled.
Okay.
I feel as though if Karen come back, if Karen doesn't, the show go on without her. We can find other people, because this is really going to be, what is the show going to be without her?
Yeah, for real.
We got along without Candace. We got along without Robin.
That's true.
It's been a lot of people that come and go, and you know what? The show will go on without Karen. Believe me. You know, we make these celebrities bigger than what they are. You know. But, and no offense to Karen at all, but she will not be coming back as the grande dame.
No, that's for sure.
And the way that I had respect for her, that to me, no. It doesn't that I found my nose up at her, but she's just nothing extraordinary. She's just an ordinary person that caught a break.
That's true. Honestly.
That's how I see her now. Mm-hmm. Before I saw her high and lifted up, you know, that she was the grande dame. Mm-hmm. In spite of the things that I heard about her, that's how I felt. Now she's just ordinary. Just a person with a past and a secret that got too big and she couldn't carry it anymore. And just somebody, to me, when I see Karen, she's just somebody who's phony, a fake.
Yes.
You know, so fake it till you make it. Fake it till you make them believe. And I believed, and you just ordinary. So, you know, you just caught a break. You know, just like baby Crone or I or you could just catch a break. And she just caught a break and she rode the wave. Mm-hmm. They all did. Yeah. Right. Mm-hmm. And so when I think about Monique, I think it's a burden. It's something she's ready to release or deal with or whatever. But that's what I'm picking up from her. It is fully not clear because it's shrouded. She doesn't fully understand it, or she's guarding it.
Okay. I like that.
You know, but she's up to something for herself. Okay. I'm not saying it's malicious or anything like that. We will see. I don't know. I mean, to come back on the show after the way you left, that would be like eating humble pie to me. But that's my opinion.
That is true.
We'll see. Well, nevertheless, I just wanted to do a reading on Monique Samules, or whatever her name is. I don't know if she changed her name. If she's coming, when she's coming back, if she should come back. They said she's coming back. So I would like to understand the deeper reasons to why. And I think that it'll be revealed some kind of way. Right?
Right.
All right. Well, that's my reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I just had to step in there, you know. You know,
shocking news. Like these Bravo shows are just going through,
and they just getting old people from the past and throwing them in new places. And these people are not the way they were. No. People grow and people change. People want you to put Nene Leakes back in. Nene is not the same. She don't even look the same. That Nene Leakes is gone. She's grown. But they don't know, you know, that Nene Leakes is 10 years older, done been through some things and done changed. Mm-hmm. We all have.
Yeah.
You know, so when they so quick to go back to the past and throw it in, I'm always leery. Unless it's like a year ago. But when it's like years, I don't know. They can come back and they could be for the good or they could be for the bad. You know,
yeah, well, hey,
that's how you feel about Phaedra. Phaedra came back, but you feel as though she came back. You disappointed in seeing Phaedra, like you didn't know Phaedra. You liked her when she played on, what was it?
Traitors. Mm-hmm.
And now you see her backbiting and talking. You're all disappointed.
I am. I really am.
I already knew she was like that, but I thought that she was going to bring a new flavor.
Yeah, she did not. And she's another one that says that she wasn't going to return and returned.
But she been begging to come back. That woman been wanting to come back to the show, and I'll see. The show is almost going off, so I'll see. So far, she has not won me nothing talking about Phaedra. Mm-hmm. I know we both be talking about Monique, but these other shows just creep on in there. So anyway,
all do the same thing.
Yeah, Phaedra. But Monique stood out to me because of the way she left the show.
Got you.
And her beef she had with Gazelle. And I don't understand, out of all of this where you wouldn't come back, how you was too big for the show, and now you humble. I don't know. It's that's just me. I'm sorry to go back there and bring it to your memory. But this is something deep. This is something she feels as though she needs and she has to do. And it's always money. But be clear, this is not all about money.
But maybe
it's money. But this is not all about money. No. Mm-mm.
Okay, maybe it could be really about her making a change because, like you said, she hasn't been on here for a few years.
I think it's been 5 years or so.
So that's enough time for somebody to make a change, then debut their new personality to show that they have a different flavor. Maybe she has something to make up for in the past and say that she's changed and has worked on herself.
Well, here we have a 9. And that's definitely the end of a cycle. Mm-hmm. And then right next to her, we see the Queen. How would you say that? Well, based on what you're saying.
Well, the 9 grew into the Queen.
Absolutely. But it still had to go through the transformation period of the 10. Mm-hmm. And then it had to go through the Page.
That's true.
Then it had to go through the Knight.
That's true.
To even get to
the Queen.
The Queen. So it had 3 stages.
Yeah. That's a season if you want to.
So that's a season. That's a season. So she had to go through something. As I said, the more we break it down, the more we break it down, this is a season. That's what I felt like. This is a season. And it's a warm season too. So she'll be back in the fall.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. It's something she has to do. Been waiting for the opportunity. But she knows a lot. But we'll see, because she's got a lot. So I don't know. I don't know if this will come to take down Gazelle.
No, that would be terrible.
Is it for her to come to say, I'm going to be the queen? I don't know. Or do she come humble? I don't know. Baby Crone done made me start thinking all over again. Nevertheless, let me know what you think. Yes. Monique Samules is allegedly coming back to Potomac. Mm-hmm. I'm excited for that. I'm very shocked by it, but I hope that is true because I'll be watching.
Yes, we will be.
And with that being said, we hope you enjoyed this whatever reading it was. This was really deep. I can't wait to look back on it. So with that being said, please, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really, really helps. And if you want to belong to the family, please, the Sunflower family, please. And what is the name of the lady who did Al's opening? April. You could put it up.
Yes.
We'll put it up. And we always thank her and we appreciate everything she did for us for our song that we had to open it. We loved it. I told her what we wanted and she did it right the way we wanted. That's so true. We just want to send a thank you out. And if you're looking for someone to do a cover song or do something for you, well, here she is there, ready to help. Eager to help. And with that being said, you know what we say?
Yes.
Sunflowers.